you ain't go. Say less. Yeah. Say less. Hey girl, what it do? If you got friends, cool, bring a few through. No fun if the homies, man. R.I.P. Nate Dogg, this too true. And you know what I'm down for. Round 2, round 3, and a round 4. Move switch when she knocked at the front door. Next up was the uproar. Yeah, was like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna tuck off, got some places we could go. Swear she got the like wow, she's blessed, I'm blessed. I don't GA. You tryna? Yes on, yes on, yes on, yes.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. The Redskins would love nothing more than to finish out today's game with a second notch in that win column. It's the Giants going up against the Redskins.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. Cousins now to throw on first down. Setting up the screen to Pirine. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
First carry for Samaje Perine. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Jason Pierre-Paul first burst on the scene for me, headed towards his draft year. You know what I saw him doing? Like 15, 16 backflips in a row on a YouTube video.
Athlete.
Absolute athlete, and he uses that agility to slip past guys and make plays in the backfield.
That draft year 2010, 15th overall pick. Cousins from the gun on third. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be fourth down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
Yeah, this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, here's Manning. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Benny Logan busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Third and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. A first carry now for Paul Perkins. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep here, Jamison Crowder. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Crowder now to return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there. That one, and let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Shift together here from the D-line. Cousins now on 2nd down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On third down, Cousins. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Cousins a handoff. This is Pirine. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And it's now the Bears leading by a couple of touchdowns in that one. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. In motion, the tight end, Reed. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Cousins now. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Cousins will head to the sideline and give way to Dustin Hopkins. This one from 46 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
To start the drive to Sims. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They'll run it again with Sims. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. To throw, it's Manning. It's caught, Shepard. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll run here with Sims. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
From midfield, here's Manning. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Throwing is Manning on third down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The 13 yards that time at a first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Again, they run with Sims. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Play action. Manning. Over the middle to Beckham. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Right at the 20. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Manning. Open man right side is Ingram. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now, can't he?
Yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran taken what the defense will give him.
They'll toss it out to Sims. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Now Manning throwing on second down. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Jonathan Allen able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. Third and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. From the gun, it's Manning. And it's caught. And out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Here's Sims on the run. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. Now they run with Sims. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Charles Sims, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are in for 6. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They're in the second quarter at Heinz Field. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Second down, Cousins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. A first down throw for Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. So after the INT, it's Manning. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Sims, and he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
The Giants on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Working from the gun, Manning. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The punter wing is on as he sends this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Around the NFL, they're in the 2nd in Philly. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They start on the ground with Pirine. Room here to run. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Here's Cousins. Being chased out left. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. 86 to man, 86 to man. 50, here we go. 180. Back black. Single. To throw, Cousins. And the connection made to Terrell Pryor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards for number 11. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Cousins gives this to P-Rod. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage quickly. To throw is Cousins. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Devon Kennard in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Third and long for Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On the NFL scoreboard, 2nd quarter up in Minneapolis. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The drive starts with Sims. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Manning the throw on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Third and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Perkins on 3rd down. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's Brad Wing now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now it's Crowder. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. They're in the second quarter at Heinz Field. That is now a 2-touchdown game with the Steelers in the driver's seat. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Final play of the half. Cousins flushed out right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top as we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution. Yeah,
and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. On play action. Now Manning. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Cousins to P-Ryan on the draw. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Cousins to throw it. Setting up the screen to P-Ryan. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The Redskins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Hard throw, incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Fresh set of downs here. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Sims looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, Steel Curtain, they would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the Steel Curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
On 2nd down, here's Manning. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Will Compton in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Third and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. Operating from the gun, Manning. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. That's going to go in the book. As a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Throwing is Cousins. Flush to his right. And they'll get him down here at the 23. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. The play clock's running down. Now Cousins. And he whips that one incomplete there. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a third-quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 3rd down, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And down he'll go at the 25. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And New York set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Shift together here from the D-line. And the drive begins here with Sims. And Sims lost it. He lost the football. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on 2nd. Now Manning. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to them right away because they have the matchup advantage.
Elsewhere, second half action at Heinz Field. That is now a 2-touchdown game with the Steelers in the driver's seat. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Here's Perkins on 1st down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a play fake. Manning. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jonathan Allen in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Third and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A big gain of 31 on third down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Throw on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And it's third down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
The Giants on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is third down and 12. Now is Manning. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Elsewhere, second half action at Heinz Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The drive starts with a handoff to Pirine. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
In motion, the tight end Reed. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Play action for Pirine. Now Cousins. He'll drop it off to P-Ride, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. First down. Here's Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Cousins now on 2nd down. Out to the left here to Reed. And he's brought down. Cousins to his big target. Reed and the Redskins have a first down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Here's P-Ride, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Flushed out right. Now he'll go deep down. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering Is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And the wide out in motion. Following the interception, Cousins. He's going to let it go again. It's caught inside the 25. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 43 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Play clock winding down. They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now P-Ryan. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Slot man moves right. Time running out here on the play clock. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Shift together here from the D-line. So after the INT, it's Manning. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shepard. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Toss play to Sims. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Charles Sims with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. The Dolphins, they've now taken the lead. That has been a back-and-forth affair. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now they try the right side here. And some room to maneuver. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a carry here for Orleans, Darkwa. And his first carry, he loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Throwing on 1st down is Manning. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. A 4th quarter score from the Meadowlands. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. Push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner. Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 32. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On second down, Cousins again. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He's got his man on the crossing route. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he is down deep into Giant territory. A huge play there for Washington. And even 40 yards. From the red zone now, Cousins. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. A second down throw for Cousins. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Olivier Vernon in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Third and long for Cousins. Dancing to his left. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So on 4th down, Cousins will head to the sideline and give way to Dustin Hopkins. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And the kick here is good, so add 3 to the total, but they're still coming up well short, and that is how this one comes to an end. A fourth quarter score now from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Giants, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else in their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they'll get another road date next week, as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Landover.